So after settling the lawsuit with that girl that filed these allegations against him, Shannon Sharpe just got fired from ESPN. And that's on him because as a 50-something-year-old man, you worked your ass off to get yourself to that position where you were about to get a $50 million contract. But you allow your sexual desires to ruin that for you. Because someone your age messing with a 19, 20-year-old girl made no sense.
Monique tried to help Shannon Sharpe. She told that brother, go get a girl your age. He wanted to play what he pays. Done took an L to that 19/20-year-old. Retired her. Now he just got fired from ESPN.
All right, everyone. Shannon Sharpe has been fired from ESPN. Only a few weeks have passed since a significant case was settled. The choice by ESPN to permanently split from one of their greatest stars on First Take is what we are discussing. After he settled the litigation, ESPN made the decision that they did not want him back. Now, what case am I talking about? Shannon Sharpe was sued back in April by his ex-girlfriend Fling, or whatever she was. Gabriela Zuginda is her current name. I am not sure how to say it. But anyway, she was only 19 years old. Now, this was not just some straightforward relationship issue, and she originally filed under the name Jane Doe. She was making some very strong and serious accusations against him. The lawsuit stated that Shannon Sharpe committed SA, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Now, she was seeking over $50 million in damages. We are all aware now that there is not any change in our pockets. Your entire career and legacy money are ruined by that. Additionally, Shannon voluntarily left ESPN after the lawsuit was initially dismissed, stating that he intended to return prior to the start of the NFL preseason. He declared that he would fight it and referred to the entire situation as a shakedown. ESPN at the time backed his choice, stating that it was a serious matter. However, this case quickly became quite messy. In an attempt to demonstrate that the relationship was voluntary, Shannon's legal team began publishing explicit text exchanges between him and the girl. She is depicting abuse and control in the meantime. Can you guess who her lawyer was? Busby Tony. Do any of you know Tony Busby? The same attorney who defended more than 20 women against Deshaun Watson also defended the women who accused Diddy and Jay-Z of sexual assault. To be honest, Tony has a history of defending his clients against black celebrities. In any case, Shannon secretly reached a settlement for an undisclosed sum early this month. There are now rumors that he agreed to a $29 million settlement. However, I can state that when someone settles out of court after being vocal about their innocence, it raises one of two questions in people's minds. Did they actually do what they claim to have done, or did the manipulator simply get away with it? This woman supposedly quit her OnlyFans after receiving this $29 million. However, consider this from ESPN's point of view. One of their main draws on the initial try was Shannon's chart. With him and Stephen A. Smith back and forth, the show's ratings were very strong. Additionally, he just inked a contract that was expected to give him even more duties throughout the network through 2024. However, ESPN concluded that the risk was too great to keep him. Additionally, given the current atmosphere, your networks are quite sensitive to accusations of this nature, which they do not play, particularly in relation to SA. They most likely reasoned that severing all connections was preferable to handling possible criticism or upcoming issues. However, how does this affect Shannon Sharpe's legacy, in your opinion? This man was a Hall of Famer, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and now one of the most well-known figures in sports media. And now he lost all of it to some young people, which only serves to highlight how quickly a person's career can change due to poor personal choices. However, please share your thoughts with me. What are your thoughts on ESPN firing Shannon Sharpe? Do you think it makes sense? That is all I have to say. I will talk to you later. Please share your thoughts in the comments section.
Monique tried to help Shannon Sharpe. She told that brother, go get a girl your age. He wanted to play what he pays. Done took an L to that 19/20-year-old. Retired her. Now he just got fired from ESPN. Hope that 19-year-old was worth it, Shannon. You on clips telling your kids, oh, your wedding limit is $30,000. If I was his daughter, I wouldn't speak to him. My wedding limit is $30,000, but you just retired a 19-year-old. Gave that 19/20-year-old generational wealth. Then you just lost your gig on ESPN. A fool and their money will soon depart. Fellas, take a cue from Shannon. If you're over the age of 18, date your age, not your wage.
So after settling the lawsuit with that girl that filed these allegations against him, Shannon Sharpe just got fired from ESPN. And that's on him because as a 50-something-year-old man, you worked your ass off to get yourself to that position where you were about to get a $50 million contract. But you allow your sexual desires to ruin that for you. Because someone your age messing with a 19, 20-year-old girl made no sense. The same way how we tell women to not date men just for money, because sometimes those men that have the money have shitty character, is the same way we should tell men that have money that you should not just date a woman just for her looks, because sometimes those women that look good have shitty character. On top of losing that $50 million contract, I'm sure his nightcap show on YouTube is probably going to take a big hit as well. Because if you think about it, a lot of sponsors are not going to want to work with him, even though he settled the case. Moral of the story, men, when you become extremely successful, find ways to control your sexual desires, because that'll be your biggest downfall sometimes.
I don't feel bad. Nigga was popping this shit, talking about some, I'll be back, Stephen A, when the football season start, he said this ain't going nowhere, I ain't do nothing. Yeah, back my ass. Go and get on your podcast with Chad and run that money up on there. I know what y'all finna say, oh, ESPN lame as fuck, his podcast better anyway. Fam, at one point in time, Shannon loved that money he was getting from ESPN. Don't do that. Don't do that. I get it, brother. Y'all go to YouTube and watch him cuss and be himself, be unk, be the old nigga he really is. But end of the day, fam, that money ESPN was good for his pockets. No matter the Super Bowls and all that shit, that money was good. And he'd tell you that too. He fucked up. He did some nigga shit. It's all right. He'll bounce back. You know, but hey, end of the day, all of that trying to, you feel me, oh, this shit pie. Why do we, bruh? Why is it that we do the shit we do? You richer than a bitch. You Shannon fucking Sharpe. You got a fetish for young hoes. I'm pretty sure it was a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, bad as hell. How old Michelle was? The one you was on camera fucking when you put your phone up? Yeah, nigga, nobody, old nigga trying to be young, nigga, that was you. You did that freaky old shit. But how old she was? She sounded like she was 30, 40. You went to this little girl and had the money to pay her, and you said, fuck no. Yeah, nigga, it's all right, though. Nigga, you tried to play, you know, both sides of the fence, but you a nigga. Like Jay-Z said, still a nigga.
And that's what you get. When BLK men get finessed out their money and lose their job over a YT woman, I think that is hilarious, because history keep repeating itself every time. These athletes never learn. These men that are very successful never learn. These BLK men in positions of power, they never learn. Y'all keep wanting to get, you like getting money taken away from you, okay? Yeah, you want to trick off your money. It is better to be married in healthy love, building something, than to be tricking off your money with OF women. But hey, you done retired a whole YT woman, then gave her $23 million or somewhere in that range. And then you was trying to tell Chad that he messing up the bag, but you the one messing up the bag. Now you got to try to recoup all that back. And you fired from ESPN. Boy, y'all, some of y'all BLK men never learn, and I don't feel sorry for you when this happened to you. I think it's funny. And guess what? It's going to happen again to another BLK man very soon, because he wants to get entangled with preferences.
And I don't feel bad for his ass. That what his goofy ass get. Shannon Sharpe got fired from ESPN, and baby, it ain't because of no contract. It's because of sexual relations with a 20-year-old. Yes, a 20-year-old. Let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. So boom, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, yes, Mr. Club Shay Shay, Mr. Henny and Cigars, just got that ass dropped from ESPN. But here's what folks ain't loud enough about. It wasn't ratings. It wasn't Skip Bayless. It's a whole rape case. And again, not just any allegations, a motherfucking 20-year-old. 20? What? And here's why I don't give a flying fuck. Mr. Shay Shay has always been loud and proud about dating non-black women. Cool. But when you throw black women under the bus, that's when we have a problem. But I get it. She's young. And she was easy to impress. I get it. Yes. But you chose her, you made your bet, and now you got a motherfucking leg in it. Ha. But what I will say is, I am so motherfucking tired of black men getting these platforms and using them to diss black women just to get humbled by the same type of women that they choose over us. Joke's on you, buddy-o. Shannon, you said what you said about us, but look at you now. Silenced, scandalized, and jobless. At least from ESPN. We know you still got your podcast, but men, choose wisely, because this shit is becoming real motherfucking common. The same women y'all choose to uplift and broadcast on y'all podcast and platforms might be the same women to bury y'all asses. Exhibit A. Am I wrong though? Y'all let me know in the comments and let's chat about it.